Welcome back to Where is the Money? The money is not with our budgets right now. A lot of people are asking the question, how are you affording life? Things are so unaffordable right now. Gas, food, water, utilities, bills, everything. Just name it. It used to be just one thing, two things, just the gas. Now it is across the board. And the job market is even worse. And for those that do have a job, they are demanding more because they understand that there's high demand in the job market. So they're putting more pressure and work on the existing workers. So you're getting squeezed at work for the little money you're getting. And then when you get the money, you're squeezed with the bills, with the cost of living and the increase in inflation. You're just in a lose-lose situation. Let's get into some of the feedback of what people are experiencing when I'm asking themselves, how are you affording life? How are we surviving right now?
How's everybody surviving? I get paid bi-weekly and we are a family of 4. We have 2 kids. How are y'all surviving? Because I'm not. I got paid today and it's gone. Goes toward the mortgage, cell phone bill, gas and electric, garbage, everything gone. Between insurance, car insurance between my husband and I, everything gone. And then I have to go to the grocery store. This isn't even factoring in groceries for a family of fucking 4. So imagine how it's like every month. It's like, do we go do a big load haul of groceries or do we pay our mortgage? Like I can't do both. And my husband works 50 hours a week. I work 40 hours a week. We can't do both. So like, how are you doing it? The people that don't have kids are barely surviving. I am not surviving. And I get paid bi-weekly. And people are like, oh, getting paid bi-weekly is so much better because then when you get paid more. No, it doesn't matter because all my fucking bills get taken out at the same every month. I've tried to change it till the end of the month. It still doesn't matter. It still doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter when you have your bills taken out. Your money is fucked. Your money is gone. There's nothing you can do. You just have to fucking ride on this floating motherfucking rock and spend, $150 on 4 products at the goddamn grocery store. I can't. I literally cannot. I don't know how people do it. And unless you're rich elite, we're fucked. So I hope everybody on this floating rock fucking screams like I do. And we can all fucking scream together because I just don't collectively know how I can continue on with a recession. I've lived through one recession. I physically can't do it now. And you can call me dramatic. I don't really give a fuck. I'm going to crash the fuck out. I cannot survive like this. I can't.
Now, this woman's story is similar to a lot of people right now. Her husband works 50 hours, she works 40 hours, they're working full time, they're putting forth effort, they're doing quote unquote what they're supposed to be doing. It's not like they're waiting around on a government handout or anything like that. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing and getting nowhere. At the end of all that hard work between her and her husband, they still got to debate if they need to buy groceries or pay the mortgage because they don't have enough funding for both because life is so unaffordable right now. And that should not be a situation that people have to deal with if you're doing and putting forth the effort necessary to keep yourself afloat. And you would think that is enough, but not in this economy.
Bro, how are people making it? If you making $30 an hour, it's weird to ask that, but how are you making it? After you pay your rent, $1,500 a month, that's on the low side. Car note, $500 a month. Phone bill, $100 a month. Insurance, gas, food, electricity, health insurance, all these day-to-day expenses. How are people making it? You do the math and you come back and tell me what the numbers look like for you. Because a person can make $30 an hour and is going to struggle. I can only imagine making $15 an hour. You cannot live on that. No, you cannot convince me otherwise. You cannot live on 15 or 30 bucks an hour, or you're gonna stay broke.
So I agree with this person. $30 seems to be the minimum wage these days, because $30 is kind of get your bare minimum. Back, say, 10 years ago, $30 used to be you're doing pretty all right, right? $30 an hour, you know, that's good money. You can buy the house, you can live a lot of the places you want to live, you can buy the car you want to buy, you can finance and get everything you need, you know, pay all the bills and still have a few dollars left over to go hang out with friends, maybe save up for a vacation, whatever have it. It was not that hard to make $30 an hour stretch to live comfortably. Now you need more like $60, $65 an hour just to be comfortable. Not extravagant, not without any problems, but just comfortable. So $65 an hour is the new $30 an hour from 10 years ago, and the $30 an hour is now $15 an hour. And in this economy, you'd be lucky to get that 30. Now let's jump over to some of these outrageous prices. Now I can go and make a whole video about outrageous prices, but let's focus on the basic necessities. Let's say you have a kid, a daughter, a son, and you just want to buy, you know, a couple pair of pajamas for them. Nothing crazy, nothing extravagant. It don't need to be Louis Vuitton or Gucci or any of these luxury brands. You just basic Walmart pajamas, get it and go. Don't think much about it. Well, this lady did just that and got an interesting surprise. Let's talk about it.
I bought my daughter 2 pairs of pajamas because she desperately needs winter pajamas because it's already cold here. And I bought her 2 pairs of pajamas and I spent almost $40 on them. Almost 20 bucks for a pair of pajamas. Like, what world are we living in? Why? Why does everything cost this much money? You're telling me if I want to get my kid a week's worth of pajamas, I'm going to spend over 100 bucks? That's nuts.
That's right. 2 pair of pajamas for a whopping $40. I don't know how much it used to be, but $40 for 2 pairs seems a bit excessive. And that hasn't even factored in any tariff pricing. These are just current prices. That's inventory they already have sitting in the warehouse that they're getting rid of at $20 a pair. So when the tariffs start affecting these new products coming in, what is that $20 pair of pajamas turn into what, $35 per pair? So instead of $40 for 2 pair, it's gonna be like $70 for 2 pair. I mean, where does it end? Where are they thinking that the American citizens are getting this mass amount of extra money? They're not. They're financing it. They're running up debt. They're doing buy now, pay later. When you get to a point where you're doing a buy now, pay later for a DoorDash, well, we're kind of into some problems here. So what do you guys make of this? It does not look like the economy is getting better. Every indication we're getting these days is getting worse and worse and worse. It is lining up to a recession and or a depression. In the meantime, put your comments below. Let's talk about it. This is Where is the Money? Talk to you soon.